This guy. Oh, much better.
Oh yeah.
So I was 24 when I was diagnosed, 2 years into my marriage and 2 years out of school. So just starting my life. And context wise, it was a shock, I guess. The diagnosis was a shock and kind of threw me into a tailspin of depression as well, because I was just so young. Um, Being diagnosed with an incurable chronic disease at 24 is very mind blowing.
Slow and steady wins the race.
The problem back then is there weren't a lot of forums and there weren't a lot of people. I didn't know anybody with MS. So information was scarce and everything I read terrified me. And there were many treatments back then. When I got diagnosed, there were two treatments. They were both injectables and they were both heinous. The side effects were worse than the actual disease. So I thought that, yeah, I had to do everything like right now. I was a loon. I was an absolute loon. I've come to the realization that there are workarounds for everything. My legs are not working as great as they used to. I get an e-bike and I still bike with everybody. And I realized like I have to do the things I love. And I realized I love them.
The wildflowers are gorgeous.
With Jason, I found out that I have an amazing partner. The last 25 years have been a testament to his strength and will. So when I lose my legs, he could always tell because I couldn't make turns anymore. So I just was like straight down. And he was like, when Shannon passes me, I know she's lost her legs. She's either going to get to the bottom in a real hurry or in a puff of powder.
We're just getting out and doing it. And this is usually our the outfits we wear for the event. So we thought
With the kids, with my children, I have to think, and I do know this, it has given them an empathy that I don't think that they would have had for people who are sick, people who are challenged, people who are disabled, because they see me, even when they were little. The first real relapse I had, they were scared. They were scared because they're strong mama. And they do the rides and the races and they see people with MS and do the hikes and see all forms of it. I can remember asking Garrett, because it was just him and me at home and I needed to pee. And he unbuttoned and unzipped my pants and then like closed the door, let me pee and do my thing and waited outside. And then he was like, you done? And he was only like 9. Then I started wearing leggings. I don't do halfway because there's no time for halfway. I feel an urgency with all of my relationships to make the best of them in the time that I have.
I have an ant pile by your feet, but I think this one's fine.
where did we walk? Oh, we were walking from mine. No, it's Marina. Christina and Laura next. We only have 2 more miles after this. This is it.
My first sentence to my newbies is stop freaking out. Like stop right here, right now, as you're reading this email, as you're reading this text, do not freak out anymore. The disease is going to do what it's going to do and you're going to live your life and this is not the end. Everybody that gets newly diagnosed is absolutely terrified. Death is the only final thing. The rest there are workarounds for, and you will figure out what your workarounds are, and you'll have your journey with this disease, and you'll figure out what you need to do to be happy and have the quality of life you want. The day-to-day is hard sometimes. I think that's probably the hardest part, but like I said, everybody has that. That's not different than anyone else. I don't consider my MS to be like that. You know, that I think everybody wakes up wondering how they're going to feel today. While Jason was in the garage getting my walker, he goes, "Do you know your walker has its own bungee cord in my bungee system?" I'm having an episode right now. I think he was trying to keep it light, very organized and special.
Oh, be careful.
As far as family and loved ones, I know it sounds cliche, just patience and love. And I think don't make a big deal of it. We've tried to like never really make a big deal when things go wacky. That's part of the patience and like keeping calm. Keep donating. Keep donating to the charities and the organizations that support the research. The research is the most important part. Yeah, to the public, please keep supporting the cause. It's working. It's working. We're getting closer. You guys are smack dab in the process of helping new medicines being developed. There's 16 medicines and therapies now. I haven't even begun to exhaust them now. And I could never have said that if we didn't raise all this money and awareness and the research wasn't being done and the time wasn't being given to trying to find a cure. And if we can't find a cure, at least give me a better quality of living. So I am looking forward to the better quality of living that the medicines give me, taking them and aging gracefully with the disease.
Thank you for being the best.
Do you know, like a lot of people say, oh, you know, I wish I could be at my funeral and hear all the good things that people always say like good things about other people, like after they're dead. I'm like, no, I feel like people have already like said those things to me and I feel it. I feel loved and appreciated. And I don't know that anybody's going to be able to say anything else about me when I die because they've already said it. The most amazing thing about it is I have actually truly know how much I'm appreciated and loved.
Up and up.